So we replaced the 1/4 output jack yesterday, and I'm not sure when this video is going to be here. It could be a day or two late, so video uploads don't always coincide with when we actually record them because of our terrible internet service. So since we put the higher gauge strings on the Epiphone Strat, it's probably a given that we're going to have to re-intonate the guitar. Just like we've seen with adjusting the truss rod and stuff with the acoustic classical guitar, the Lucero, sometimes I guess it takes a few days for some of these adjustments to take effect. The tension on the springs, not strings, but springs, like in the tremolo bar, we adjusted this guy and it went up like way up here. We adjusted it back and it seemed just a little shy, a little bit close to the bass. Another day or two passes and it's a little closer to the bass. Do we need new springs? Do we need to just adjust the tension one turn at a time on the screws until they stay put, somewhere around 1/8 of an inch up, which I believe is what either Fender Strats are recommended to float, or this guitar, or both. So you want to be able to, I guess, to bend it back, a whole note. So it was bending back less than 1/2 of a note. So I don't know. I took it apart again. We pulled readjusted it slightly, and we'll just do that one screw at a time from now on until it either gets right, or we see that the springs are just so worn out that we either, maybe because of the higher tension strings, maybe we need to put a 4th spring on it, or like I said, just new, 3 new tremolo springs. And I have even questioned whether or not we should even attempt to do like a dual humbucker versus triple, like a SSS, SSH, configuration, because, most Strats have, 3 single coils or 2 singles and a humbucker. Sometimes you'll see, which I don't know if they're official or not, like 2 humbuckers and a single coil in the middle. If they are coil splitting, you do get two single coils, I guess, but you still miss the middle pickup. And I had to Google to see why, some manufacturers or whatever have 3 pickups. And they say it just, that middle pickup just adds another tonal variance. So you're used to like lead here and rhythm here, but I'm not used to having that. Even though my really early guitar, which was an Area Pro 2, I think had the humbucker in the back and 2 single coils in the front with the Floyd Rose tremolo system. And I definitely wonder if I want to take on the task of moving these little switches with the little tiny wires, potentially routing out a cavity somewhere else, to move them, extending, putting longer wires on them. How good can I make a custom pickguard? First it needs to look good, and second, it has to function. So I am pretty out of. I haven't done a lot of soldering in years. I mean, I need me a really small soldering iron, and, you know, with a really tiny fine tip to maybe do a better job, especially after doing this this here with a soldering gun that would not stay hot. But let's just forget all that. Let's just go online and look at some stuff that might be cool to be on this thing, or maybe not so cool. Check these out here. Here's a pre-wired pick guard with the back plate there, and two P90s. And you know, the volume is set a little bit lower. Not perfect, you know, to do a little bit of palm muting, but that would probably be acceptable. Single tone control. So what are P90s? P90s, some people call them humbuckers, and they even say Alnico 5 humbuckers, but I guess they are single coil pickups which have like a wider winding, copper winding or whatever, that makes them somewhat in between a single coil and a humbucker, you know, without, I mean, you have the added clarity, I guess, of a single coil when you have a P90. In this pre-wired configuration here, it seems like it only comes in the single color, which is what, yellow, orange, I don't know what exactly. Now here is a single humbucker, a pick guard with no control holes. See, it does have the cutout for the 3 or 5-way switch or whatever. But if we were to use like our current configuration, you know, you could move whatever, you know, who knows. Put some of the controls up here, like the volume, and 2 if not 3 of the coil splitting switches there. Hey, if you're creative enough, maybe have a router or something, you possibly can just even route it through part of the wood body. So have 3 switches up, you know, maybe up here somewhere. Who knows? Same thing here. This is the golden pearl, and it looks like it would probably be cool on the black frame. And here is a pretty cheap Alnico 5 HH dual humbucker setup, single volume, single tone, probably 3-way switch, I'm assuming, unless it's a 5-way coil splitting, but I do not think it is. $24, but guess what? It's only in black. Black pick guard, black body means in order to look good, you're going to have to get a different pick guard and change it over. And another one, except this has gold, I guess, pickup covers, gold, you know, push-pull coil splitting. So basically you get several configurations here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What would that be, like 6 different configurations? Yeah, okay, 6 different positions or configurations. 500K pots, Alnico 5 magnets, and it mentions that they're waxed, which is, I guess it minimizes kind of like body noise and stuff if you clank them without like tap them or something. They'll make these noises, so that kind of minimizes it when you coat them in wax or dip them in wax. Again, you can get some pretty good color configurations, but these are pre-drilled, so that volume or whatever control right there where you would be palm muting, you know, be kind of in the way. And you can obviously get some really nice you like tortoise shells and stuff, browns, reds, vintage tortoise shells. Now this is the black version of the one we have on the Epiphone Strat right now, so same exact thing, just a black pick guard. And this one's a brown pearl. Very pretty. And this guy here is a 3D printed one with a wood pattern. You can also get some real wood pick guards as well. There's a mint green lefty for left-handed players. Reminds you of like some of the like the vintage 50 models, 1950s. So this is a vintage tortoiseshell with the triple single pickups. Kind of gives you an idea what it would look like. And this one they're calling Abalone Pearl. And this looks like a maple wood pick guard. I think I read some reviews on this one before, and there were some issues with it being wood. You know, you never know if something got moisture in it, you know. I don't know how good wood pickup or pick guards would be, but it looks like for the most part it has decent rating. Check out how pretty this bad boy is. Got the gold there and got the red pick guard Alnico 5s. All these switches and stuff though in the way, you know. But that's a beauty. So yeah, that should give you guys a good idea of what I'm thinking about, what I'm looking at, you know, my thoughts. And definitely need a little bit of extra funds to get some tools, get some experiment maybe with different pickups, pick guards, or like I said, make this guy work with a new pick guard, this configuration. Move the switches somewhere else, move that volume control somewhere else, and yeah, I mean there's some very pretty pick guards out there, you know, preloaded and just ones without pickups and switches in them. Well, thanks for coming along with me on this window shopping adventure. Take care.